stay tuned, guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions. So again, it's your boy Cobe Rising.
Everyone know we the realest, a bunch of go-getters. I bet you can tell I'm the illest. Don't need the fingers, don't need you know I can straight spit. Knock me out with a late hit. Feel like I'm the one, like I'm leaving this in the real life, not the matrix. I'm about to go ape shit. Ain't no lie, no lie. I know got no lie,
Uptown, let's go. Yeah, uptown, we go. Sure they wanna talk about it. Let's go. Y'all know I pull up and you see that red silver. Let's go. Y'all know I'm fly. Yeah, like Superman. I ain't talking about tonight. Got the green like tonight. Bring up to get like tonight. Y'all know I'm carrying the flesh. Okay, so you know I'm first to fight. Born to win, cause I lean to fight. Push goes with that old white, cause I ride around and I get it. Pour a little whiskey, sipping on, I'm about to pull up to that next spot. Don't know what time
It's your boy Cobe Rising Rise. We back at it again with a big dog banger. Big dog banger. Shout out to Brittany B. Combs to the show. How you feeling, shorty? Yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about. We got today's topic is you're sabotaging yourself and you don't even know it. I'm off tonight, thank God. Okay, hey, well, we off today. That means we back at it. Hey, listen, I'm gonna definitely need your support on this one because I really want to know. I gotta see if we got everybody else is gonna keep it real tonight. Is we gonna keep it real tonight? Oh shit! Oh shit! What up, cuzzo? How you feeling, man? What up, Rye? What's going on, D? How you feeling, bruh? How's the move going, man? I know you moved out. Yo, we got some things to discuss. We got some things to discuss when it comes to getting into this fitness grind. Oh, yeah, we got a lot to talk about, man. I got my notes pulled up. That's how you know I have a lot to talk about. When the Cobe Rising Rise got the notes pulled up, that means it's about to be a banger. So I got you. No, for real. I feel that, and that's what I need. Shout out to my dog Amir, man. What's going on, big homie? What's going on? Matter of fact, wrong one. Bow. You already know, man. We getting this good workout in too, man. Shout out to my dog D. He said it's been a journey, bro. I feel you. He said just hit my year mark. Bro, has it really been a year? I feel like you just moved, bro. Like, that's crazy. I'm like, is it, bro? You playing, bro. It ain't been no year yet. I feel like you just got the crib. What's going on, Brittany? Said, tell me when the listening party going to be. Told you to stop. Hey, I'm going to get you the listening party. What I really want to do, I want to make another album, but that takes time. It really, really takes time to put this music together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to make sure everything is right. You know how I do. But I will have a listening party. I'm going to put it together. I'm going to make sure we do it right. I may do it somewhere like in Charlotte. I might do it downtown somewhere. I'm about to set something up for real for a good listening party, but I really want to do the second album before anything else because I think this next album is going to be really good. For y'all that don't know, I actually am working on another album. I already got my EP out free right now. Stream it on YouTube, Rise and Rise Academy. The EP is called Level Up Season. Big dog status. Big dog status. Shout out to my dog D. He says, time waits for no one. It's flying. No, for real, it really is, bro. I can't believe it's been a year. I feel like really you just moved, man. That's crazy, man. Shout out to my dog Gaines. Bumbaclaw in the building. My fault, wrong one, boy. How you feeling, Gaines? I know you up here feeling good, bro. What's going on? Brittany says, that's fair. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to KK Love in the building. What's going on, Shawty? Oh, yeah, man. We got some things to discuss, man. We really going to get to this topic real quick because I really want y'all to peel back on these games, man, because I've been really trying to put some things together because it's about the mindset shift. Y'all know how I do. The mindset shift is really the biggest thing when it comes to this workout thing. So I try to give you guys a real life perspective. I try to give you guys real scenarios. And even then, sometimes I like to see what y'all like me to talk about too, because a lot of times whenever you give me real content, I can actually break it down in a real way. And so that way I can open up y'all's minds and really break down the mindsets between some healthy mindset to unhealthy mindset. Part of the reason why I do what I do. And speaking of doing what I do, you know your boy got to be on your plant-based meal selection. Yes, your boy's eating Beyond Steak Tips, black beans, and white rice. You did, because we're on a gain level. We're getting ready for the show. The show is coming up September the 13th. So y'all make sure y'all write that down. It's going to be in Raleigh, North Carolina. I will be posting it so that way you guys can follow along and follow suit. And really support your boy, man. If y'all want to come out and support your boy on the show, Raleigh, North Carolina, man, y'all make sure y'all pull up September 13th. You did. Shout out to my dog, Luke, in the building. What's going on, big Luke? How you feeling, bro? Shout out to my boy Gaines, man. He said, feeling great, brother. See you getting it in. Oh, yeah. For y'all that's been watching my IG, y'all know I've been getting it in. Y'all know I've been getting it in a real way. Let's talk about this, though. People sabotage themselves all the time and don't even know. They really don't have no idea that they self-sabotage. Real talk. It's not that they failing for real. They really just sabotaging themselves. And the worst part about this whole self-sabotage thing is they don't even realize that they're doing it. It's getting real scary out here. Shout out my dog Luke, man. He said, let's go, champ. You already know, man. We coming for that title. We coming for that title. You dig? People start off real strong. Eat the right stuff. They work out. They getting locked in. And then something just happened. Real quick. Real fast. Drama. Some dramatic life happens. And you know what ends up happening? You skip a goddamn gym day. Oh. And you know what happens after that? You skip another gym day. Oh. Before you know it, your ass starting back to square one. You got to tell yourself, you've been telling yourself, oh, I'm being too busy. I'm too tired. I'm going to start again. Let me pick back up Monday real quick. Let me tell you something. Let me make sure y'all see this. Make sure y'all see my face. That ain't life happening to you, my boy. That's just you choosing to be comfortable in your own demise. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh. Life happens to everybody. Everybody that goes to the gym, life happens to them too. You're self-sabotaging yourself because you have a choice. Self-sabotage, and it doesn't really even look that obvious to y'all. And I know I'm talking to somebody out there. Self-sabotage, I'm going to tell y'all what it looks like. Skipping workouts. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh. Eating big back-ass food. You got a big back. You're making excuses every goddamn day. Who-dee-doo. But you already know it gets real deep. You know, it gets deeper than that. Make sure y'all paying attention. I'm talking to somebody because they need to hear this shit. You don't even self-sabotage most of the time because you're lazy. Most of the time, you self-sabotage because you feel like you an addict to being comfortable. God damn it. Y'all the one talking about y'all want some results. Y'all looking at me in the gym like, man, me and Luke, we in there working out. You see somebody walking through like, man, y'all really getting it in. I want the results like y'all got. But see, I'm going to tell you what me and Luke be doing. I don't think, and Luke know, they ain't comfortable. They ain't willing to stay uncomfortable long enough to get the results like me and Luke do. Because you best believe we in that mug lifting heavy, getting to a power level 9,000 ninja.
It's over 9,000.
People see the work, gang see the work, everybody see the work because we getting it in. The results gonna come. It's the work that we respect. That's a bar. We respect the work. They ain't willing to be uncomfortable long enough. They are too worried about how the work feel on them. Sorry to Luke, work. You know we stay working, bro. I'm going to tell them how to fix it, though, bro. Listen to this. I'm going to tell them exactly how to fix this shit once and for all. Rule number 1, you got to recognize the pattern. Pay attention to when you fall off. It's always when it gets hard. That ain't a coincidence. That's just your pattern. Here's the real trick to that. When you recognize the pattern and when it gets difficult, lean into it and take your ass to the gym.
God damn it.
When shit gets hard, go anyway. When you stressing at work, your girlfriend cursing you out, your boss saying you ain't working hard enough at work, you got to step it up. You falling off. You got kids, Daddy, I need this, I need that. You tired. That's when you lock the in.
What they do?
You a mama out here, you a single mom. Oh, I'm doing this and that. When tough get hard, when life gets difficult, what you do? You lock in.
God damn it.
That's what you do. When you recognize that pattern, it's time to lock it in. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2, you got to stop negotiating with your old self. You be sitting there thinking like, man, should I go to the gym today? And I know my ladies hear this all the time. Y'all be negotiating with y'all selves because deep down, you know you need to work out, but you walking every day, going to the gas station, be looking so-called bummy. Ninjas over there like, what up, Charlie? You looking thick.
What they do?
And you like, man, should I go to the gym? They say I'm looking good. That's where you fall down. You fall down because you get used to somebody lying to you every single day, and you think that you don't need to go because you think you all right. Just because you don't have a heart attack don't mean you're not healthy. You still got high blood pressure. Uh-oh.
She just appears to be just a little bit ghetto to me.
You still negotiating with yourself, but you're not realizing that the doctor done said you need to lose weight. Your clothes don't fit no more. Your ankles are swole up. It's hard for you to walk up and down the stairs. Hell, it's hard for you to even walk to the goddamn grocery store and back because your ankle's too swole. Every single chance you get to work out, you quit. You quit. And every single time you quit, you tend to leave away from where you need to go. That's number 2. You better stop negotiating with your old self and start getting and leaning into your new self who's swole up, who don't have high blood pressure, who keeps track of their macros so they can look cut. So whenever the summertime hit, y'all looking fly fresh. Your mentality, your discipline, all of that shifts with the new you. You don't negotiate with your old self. You just do what the new you does. You dig? Now, rule number 3, choose discomfort on purpose. Oh, I'm preaching to y'all today. Hey, I'm going to tell y'all something about the black community. Y'all so used to listening to the pastor at the church. Uh-oh. Y'all love the pastor so much, he ain't telling y'all to go to the gym. There's a couple of them are, I know who they are, but some of them, they want you big backing. They don't want you going out here. They want you to pray for the health. They want you to pray the fat away. Man, listen here. This is the Church of Rise and Rise Academy. We're going to plaster plant-based collection plate around this. You hear me? We going to real church. You got to break the cycle. You got to choose what's hard. In the book of get curled up, and the bucket get swole up. Chapter 2, verse 5. You know what it say? Let me tell you something. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, go when it don't feel like it. Eat right when it's inconvenient. Show up when it's uncomfortable. That's when you see the change. Can I get a witness now? Well, y'all got me going to church out here like that for real. Hey, I felt it in my spirit. You hear me? I felt it in my spirit for real, for real. Shout out to Lou. He said, working. That's what's up. Shout out to Brittany says, and personnel and social dynamics play a key role in weight loss sabotaging. You are 100% correct. Also says, I believe that cognitive behavior therapy should be a part of that journey. You might be preaching on something there. That's right, because it is in your thought processes. Let's keep going. Because not just your body is changing, but that you're changing psychologically too. That's 100% facts. So Luke said, amen, Pastor. Brendan said, I know that's right. Can I get a witness? Make sure you got to tell your discomfort. You got to choose that discomfort, because that's what the church of Rise and Rise say. The church of curls, the church of the squats. That's right. We got Deacon Luke in the building. We got Sister Brittany in the building. That's rule number 3. Rule number 4, build your identity. This is your new self. You better stop saying I'm trying. Man, Kobe, I'm trying. No, don't tell me that. Because if you was trying, you'd be in the gym. If you was trying, you'd be in the gym. Be that person who doesn't quit. Because once that becomes your identity, like who you are, that self-sabotage actually disappears. Self-sabotage disappears when someone like you do not quit, to the point where that becomes your identity. When you do something that long, that now becomes your new character and identity. You don't fall off. You just choose comfort. Excuses are just comfortable lies. Your habits expose your priorities. Y'all already know, man. I had to give my little monologue, man. Let's get to this topic, and let's get to these clips up in this piece. Let's get to these clips up in this piece. Shout out to my dog, Louise. If y'all don't know, man, Lil Wayne has actually gotten into shape, and he is viral or going viral because people don't believe that this is actually really him. Well, guess what, y'all? I'm going to show y'all something real quick, because Louisiana, for my Louisiana fans, Lil Wayne went viral after performing shirtless, leaving fans shocked because the man is 43 looking buff. The boy got cuts. The man has cuts at 43 years old. Weezy F baby. F is for fitness, bars. Listen, you have to take your health seriously, guys. And at 43 years old, that man is more cut than a lot of 20 and 30-year-olds. How is a man 43 years old more cut than y'all? He's showing out. And then they over there talking junk to him in the comments like, oh, that's a body of a healthy crackhead. Says the person with no picture with your big back ass. Whoop-de-doo. It's easy to talk junk behind the keyboard instead of doing the mother-loving work. You heard me? Shout out to Benny says, I feel like most people need the right social support group. I agree with you. That's going to push you, celebrates you and your efforts, and rebukes the negative energy and thoughts that try to invade your mind. You 100% need a support group. And that's part of the thing that we're building here at the Rise and Rise Academy is the support group. You're always going to have a great support system here. Why? Because everybody here is into fitness or getting into fitness to the point where none of these things trigger them. All they do is come here and try to gather the game, gather up the gyms, learn something so we can all support them. I'm 100% on for people who come on and they tell their story. Shout out to my dog Jay. He came and told his story about losing 100 pounds. I love to see it. And he had 100% support. Everybody in the comments, man, congratulations, man. Congratulations. Julio came up on here. He lost a lot of weight. They were congratulating him. And this is what the community does. When we see good things, we promote good things because we want to see people do good. You want to see people do really good. And that's where great characters come into play. And a part of the reason why you all gravitate toward me, because I'll give everybody the props in the world. Y'all working out, you always going to hear some good things about me or good things from me. And even the people I surround myself with. Check this out. He said, look at this comment. My boy looked like he swallowed a bulletproof vest. I love him though. You don't love that man. Stop playing. They talking junk because they jealous that the man is fit at 43 and he's more fit than most of these 20, 30-year-old guys out here. You dig? Shout out to Lil Weezy, man. And shout out to New Orleans. You hear me? And my point that I want to make is the fact that, listen, it doesn't matter how old you get. You still want to show up and show out when it comes to your fitness. When it comes to your fitness, you want to show the F up and show the F out. You heard me? We're going to get to another clip, man. Shout out to Daylon because she's out here giving y'all some tips. And I want you guys to pay attention to what she says. And we're going to break this down. We're going to break it down. We're going to break it down. Wow. Hold on now. Let me get the right layout. You dig? My bad, y'all. I gotta get this ish together. Let me get it together. All right, here we go. Let me know if y'all can hear it in the comment section. Here we go.
Commonly asked question I get is, why does my body look the way it does? I get up and in the field every single day. I'm going to preach discipline over motivation till the day I die. Y'all, you're not going to always feel like doing something, but do what's going to give you the results. You don't feel like going to work, but you know you're going to, if you don't go to work, you ain't going to be able to pay rent, and then you and the kids going to be on the street. So you
AKA, there's consequences. There's consequences to your decisions. And I'm going to pull it back up, by the way. And shout out to my dog, Lou. What's going on with it, Bo? I'm telling y'all, you don't go to work, you don't get the money. And you don't get the money, you don't pay the rent. You don't go to the gym, you get a big back roll.
You got a big back.
You get overweight.
It's over 9,000.
And worst of all, your lifestyle diminishes. There's so many things that you miss out on in life whenever you are not fit. Let me tell y'all a quick story. Whenever we go on vacation, we like to do fun things like going outside and walking around and doing XYZ. You want to go to the pool. You want to have fun. Whenever you are overweight, it's difficult for you to have fun whenever you are on vacation because you're not as fit. Sometimes in other countries, they don't have the cars and the excess that we're used to in America. So you have to do things a little bit more physical for you to maintain. When you're overweight, you can't even ride simple rides. So you miss out on fun. You miss out on experiences because you're overweight. You're missing out on experiences when you're overweight. Do you realize that you can't even really deep dive and swim with the dolphins and things like that because you're overweight? And you know what's funny? The next thing that happens whenever people say, they get mad at me when I say your vacation, you can't even experience great vacations like that because you're overweight. They get mad and say, well, why do I want to go swimming with the sharks anyway? I didn't even say the sharks. You can't do the basic things to have fun because you're overweight. And that right there diminishes your quality of life. We are here to, we really want to be here to thrive and flourish. You don't want to just live, exist, and die. You want to live and thrive and have a great life. That's something that's going to be worth value. So when you are overweight, you cannot be valuable in giving these great experiences because you are lacking in the experiences and well-being for your own self. That's straight bars. Shout out to my dog, man. Press, what's going on, big homie? How you feeling, bro? I ain't seen in a minute, man. Shout out to my dog Luke, man. He said you giving out gems, bro. Listen, I'm dropping dimes. You heard me. I'm dropping dimes like it's got during Jordan in 93. You dig? Shout out to Brittany. He says, and some of those excursions have a weight limit like riding 100%. Yo, I remember I did a post. No, there was a show I did where I showed a clip about a man who was overweight and got on the horse and the horse buckled down and he wouldn't even get up. So you can't even ride and go on a horse ride if you overweight. It's a shame. And the thing about it is, y'all, people will fight for them being overweight instead of just losing the weight. They will criticize and say, why y'all got to charge extra because of weight limit? Because it's a problem if you're overweight. You can't even get on the plane without paying for multiple tickets if you're overweight, for real, for real. So just know and understand, if you're going to be overweight, you're going to lack. Don't get mad at me, get mad at life, because that's a life lesson that you need to learn. You hear what I'm saying? Let's get back to the video, man. She cooking, y'all. I ain't even get to finish the video.
Most commonly asked question I get is, why does my body look the way it does? I get up and in the field every single day. I'm going to preach discipline over motivation.
You heard that? She gets up and get in the field every single day. She preaches discipline over motivation because she understands how difficult it is to get into shape. And the thing about it is, when you do difficult things, you tend to get better results that way. You have something that's going to last longer with value. Last longer with value, you get respect. You also get the long-term benefits when it comes to being healthy. And that's why she promotes it, because you don't need motivation at that point. You have discipline, you get the results, and it comes naturally. And from there, you improve your standard and quality of life. When you can run for a long time, when you can walk for a long time and not get hurt and not get tired, you can do these things and have a lot of energy. And here's the best part. Everybody complaining about how tired they are. When you're disciplined in the gym and go for cardio and get the weights, your tiredness tends to go down. You tend to have a lot more energy when you do things normally and naturally. You understand what I'm saying? You have more time and energy for your kids. You can actually go outside and play with your children. You can go outside and play with your children. If you're big backing like that, you ain't gonna be able to do that. It's hard for you to watch your kids for real because they quicker than you if you big backing. But if you're healthy and fit, you can keep up with your kids. And if not, you can then challenge your kids to be better because you are on top. So now your children have something to look up to, and now they can increase their standard and quality of life that you have started because you are the one who's a big dog in the family that's showing the way and the path to a better generation.
She don't want no puppy. She want a big dog.
Let's keep going.
The other day I die. Y'all, you're not going to always feel like doing something, but do what's going to give you the results. You don't feel like going to work, but you know if you don't go to work, you ain't going to be able to pay rent, and then you and them kids going to be on the street. So you go to work. So if you want the results, you're going to have to go to the gym even when you don't feel like it. Even if it's just a little cardio, even if you just go in there and stretch and then you leave. Get your mind used to doing what you should be doing, boo.
That right there is a bar. You have to change your mindset into doing the things that you need to do to get the results. So what she's saying is you go for the outcome. The outcome and the results are great energy, a better mindset shift, and a healthy body. And in order for you to do that, you do need to be disciplined and go to do things that are challenging. Whenever you accomplish challenging things, you tend to have a little bit more confidence in yourself. For those who have a lack in self-confidence in yourself, when you go to the gym and accomplish something, you start to build wins. Let me tell y'all something. I want y'all to pay attention to what I'm trying to say. Let me blow my screen up because I'm about to really preach to y'all. When y'all start to do difficult things like going to the gym and finishing workouts and eating properly, doing the most difficult things, saying no to what society's telling y'all to do, you start to build something called resilience. When you start to build resilience, you get mental toughness. When you get mental toughness, you start to build better discipline. you now have a better chance to do the things that you know in hindsight and in your soul you need to do. And in order for you to do that, when you build the self-discipline up, you start to live a better lifestyle because you know that going to the gym is actually healthy. You know it's also difficult, but you know what happens when you do difficult things. You tend to elevate and improve your standard of life. Look at how human evolution has occurred. Human evolution has occurred by doing difficult things, completing them, getting the confidence that you can do it again. And not only do you do the same challenging things, you tend to go up a level. Because if you can do this next level is difficult, but I've developed enough wins and I have enough confidence in myself to know I may not win, but I'm going to go for the next challenge up because I have developed the mindset that I can handle what comes next. That is how you start to improve your quality of life. And this right here is also going to develop in your personal life. You want to go up a level and beat the next person and get that manager position for my 9-to-5 workers. If you want to make more money, you have to be able to outwork, outmaneuver, outsmart the competition, which is your coworkers. And if you're more fit than them, you think faster than them, and you can outperform them, you're going to get the position. And here's the kicker. You might even take the position of the person that you're asking the job for. You might overtake them. And I know it happens because it also happened to me. I took it over. And I'm giving y'all the example because this tends to happen for people who have that mindset. But how do you develop the mindset? You have to step back and do the things that are challenging enough and don't give up and quit, because sometimes you're going to get hit with life and you're going to continue to get hit with life. But the ones who's strong and disciplined and have mental toughness will prevail because they understand when you build enough wins, you build that fortitude and strength to continue to thrive. Straight bars. You dig? Shout out to my dog Lou, man. He said motivation is like rain. It comes and it goes. 100% agreed. Like Brittany said, choose your hard. That's a good one right there. It's all going to be hard. Hell, it's hard to be overweight. So which one would you rather do? I'd rather have a challenge of just being fit versus having a challenge of being overweight and then stacking up on them big back snacks. I would rather have that as my challenge. I would rather have that as my challenge. Shout out to Brittany, says, I would rather work hard in the gym for a short period of time than to live life 24/7, can't breathe, paying extra for trips with medicine. That's right. I didn't even mention medicine, y'all. So hear me when I say choose your hard. And that right there is a Don DeMarco. Every time. I'll choose that every day, Brittany. I will choose that difficulty every day because most folks tell me all the time how bad they hate taking medicine. Well, you don't have to take as many meds when you in shape and going to the gym, my boy. My boy. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. And shout out to John Sally, man. He's talking about is soul food killing the black community. This is a part of the self-sabotage too. We're going to break this down, but we're going to listen to the video first, and then we're going to break this mother lover down. You heard me? Shout out to John Sally, man. Let's get to it.
Our diet, especially in the black community, which we call soul food, is not. It's not soul food.
No.
Erykah Badu said veganism is soul food, and because it takes care of your soul and the soul of another animal, of a sentient being. When you hear so much colon rectum cancer, that's decaying, putrefying, dead animal, and foods that have tons of chemicals and sugars inside just sitting in your body, which are feeding cancerous cells, which are known as free radical cells that don't want to join.
Did y'all hear what he said? Listen, I know this is probably a promotion of veganism, but just listen and pay attention to what he's saying. All right. He's talking about the chemicals and the sugars that are decaying in the body, which feed cancer cells. Whenever you guys are intaking these sugars, and these ultra processed foods too much, not going to the gym, these things feed cancer. And what that means is, for folks that don't know, cancer develops whenever your body is a breeding ground for the disease. So when you lower the inflammation, you lower the chances of cancer being able to grow in your body. This is why cancer is so difficult, because it grows in your body, which is why it's so hard to kill. They don't know what cells are what, because the body is so inflamed, it's crying inside, and it's developed this cancerous like disease. So when he says that soul food is killing the black community, it's because of the foods that we eat. This is why black people self-sabotage right now. Let me make my screen big because I really want to preach to the black community right here. Since y'all love pastors so much, we gonna preach to y'all. In this church, we don't do soul food. The soul food we do is the natural food, the whole foods, the greens, the potatoes. We're going to talk about the callaloo, the kale. We're going to talk about the chickpeas. We're going to talk about the lentils. We're going to talk about the whole foods. You heard me? We don't do no outside sources. We don't trust that. We do whole foods only, and we drink water. That's right. We don't drink none of them crazy juices. We eat fruits for our minerals. We eat greens for our energy levels. We take the protein from the lentils, from the clean sources of animals, the organic animals. You hear me? That's what we do. That's the real soul food. Since y'all love pastor so much, whenever you eat properly, you don't feed the cancer. That's what happens when you do right. And you self-sabotage yourself every time, because black people, we self-sabotage whenever we talk about soul food. Bacon, fried chicken, watermelon, Hennessy drinking. It's chitlins. These things are cancerous to the body, and you have an identity of unhealthy foods because you say and you identify with this type of food. Let me tell you something. The foods that y'all identify with was taught to you. That's not a black food. If you understand black food, then you have to understand that black is in your DNA, which means you need to eat for your genetic predisposition. What feeds the black body? We need energy, meaning we need oxygen and we need iron, things that are going to move our blood. What are foods that's going to promote great energy for iron and oxygen? We need to have a lot of hydrating foods. What are hydrating foods? Foods that have water. What foods have water in it? Fruits and vegetables. Bars. I haven't seen not one black person say, hey, black people, we eat vegetables. All I hear is black people eat fried chicken. All I hear is black people eat fried chicken, collard green with hog maw in it, which is not the same thing. The self-sabotage that you do is actually doing the opposite of black health. The black health and the soul food promotes the parasites in the body. It promotes craziness. So when I see black folks not acting right, I know they're not eating healthy, because the black folks that actually eat healthy, they eat their kale, they eat their spinach, they eat their fruits, they eat their wild rice, they eat their lentils, they eat their chickpeas, and they eat them happily and whole. They tend to think happily and whole. They tend to be actually black. You understand what I'm saying? No one taught. They didn't learn this. They knew this because they done the research on what happens whenever you digest whole foods into the body. Y'all don't even know that callaloo greens are one of the best greens you can eat for black folks. Now, why do we always say we just be eating whatever? Ain't none of them talking about no callaloo greens. Ain't none of them talking about no chickpeas and lentils, when they don't realize that that gives you protein and it gives you the energy that your body needs, so that way you can lose the weight, and it gives you the fiber. So when you eat the whole fruits, you also get the fiber from the fruit, so you can have something sweet, sugary, without the harmful things that come, because you have the fiber to back it up, which is why you need to eat the whole fruit. You understand what I'm saying? That isn't taught in the black community. I'm telling y'all that you should do that as black people because it is opposite of what has been propagandized. Excuse me, that's not even a word. The propaganda message that's been pushed to y'all is soul food, which is eating pig feet and chitlins. That's not a black thing. That's what's been taught to y'all to believe that that's what black people eat. And you know what's funny? I actually know some white folks that actually eat chitlins and pig feet. So I know for a fact it's not a black thing at all. And if black people knew the health benefits of actually eating whole foods, they would do it because it feeds into the black DNA anyway. Y'all don't realize that 65% of African Americans in America are lactose, so they can't even intake dairy like that because their stomach gets hurt, and that's a genetic thing. So if you realize that, you would not be eating whole milk mac and cheese. You'll probably do a vegan mac and cheese because why? Most of us are lactose if you do the research on black health. I'm preaching to y'all for real, for real. I know what they're about to say. Cobe, you telling me I can't have my mac and cheese?
Oh God, you crazy.
I want my Hennessy and mac and cheese and fried chicken, cuz.
Oh God, you crazy.
I'm telling you, if you was really a pro-black person, that you would actually eat the thing that would be for your genetic predisposition. You hear me? Shout out to Gaines, man. He said, man, being big is not fun at all. Trust me, man. I should know it's mine. The gym is so important, but that nutrition needs to be on point. And right there, you preaching to him, my boy. It says, for crying out loud, we have a movie called Soul Food where a woman dies literally from being diabetic, aka Big Mama.
We got to get over certain shit.
We got to stay away from that stuff. I 100% agree with you, man. Shout out to Gaines. He says, it's funny. They're saying greens have parasites. But when you look at it, folks got sick from eating them from restaurants. That's a fact because they don't cook anymore like they used to. Yet, it's like they're saying all the green stuff has parasites. I call BS too, my brother. And you are speaking something that's real. And another reason why we self-sabotage. You trust somebody else to feed you. You need to be able to provide food for yourself. You need to be able to cook for yourself. You need to be able to determine what's healthy and what's not. You need to understand what it is to look at greens. You need to look and see what a healthy fruit looks like. You need to understand what a rotten fruit looks like. You need to understand what mold it is. You need to understand what all of these different things are so you can understand what to eat properly. If you do the research, you'll understand. And if you do that, that's how you promote black health. But you self-sabotage it because you're so used to being on the go, on the move, that you don't think you need to cook. That's BS because I work and I cook every day. It's the laziness. And you're self-sabotaging because you think that that's what it is. You believe, and this goes right back into what we were talking about. You self-sabotage because you overeat on the bad foods. You make excuses about going to the gym because you hide behind your excuses. You hide behind, oh, I'm too tired to go to the gym. You hide behind the, oh, well, my mama used to eat da-da-da-da-da, so I can eat da-da-da-da-da. You hide behind the things that were told to you instead of looking at the reality. Reality is the food back then isn't the same, so you need to be able to make a difference to say, well, if the food ain't the same and if there's much more ultra-processed foods out here, I'm going to make a conscious decision to go eat a whole food because I understand that it's lower in calories and it's better for my health overall. You dig? Shout out to Brittany talking about some pig feet, chitlins, That's a damn cuss word out here. That's a curse word out here. We can't do it at all. Shout out to John Sally, man. He really was preaching to y'all, man. Just giving y'all the real deal. Giving y'all the real deal out here. Giving y'all the real deal. You dig? And shout out to the Treasure Show. She's putting on for a lot of black ladies out here. And I want her to, I'm going to play a clip from her. And we're going to break it down as well from a mental perspective and a spiritual perspective. And ladies, I want y'all to comment because this has a lot to do with a lot of the black females that I tend to train, and just in general too, because I hear it all the time. So let's break this clip down. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Let me know if you guys can hear it in the comment section. Shout out to the Treasure Show. Here we go.
On behalf of naturally thick women who are pear-shaped, we do not care about your preference. I'm gonna say it again. Your aesthetic preference for my body has nothing to do with my goal of living a healthy, long life for my loved ones around me and myself. Listen, nobody talks about how whenever you are a thicker woman, you are struggling with things that are like back problems, joint issues, having irregular periods. Those are all things that I have struggled with. So whenever people sit in my face and tell me, oh, you looked better before, I do not care. And if you're watching this and you're thinking about starting a weight loss journey, let me tell you something. It is the best decision I made. It has been so empowering to lean down and feel lighter, feel confident, have more energy, and actually feel sexy and wear the clothes that I want to wear. You know, I was a hamburger away from having a pudgy tummy.
You hear that, y'all ladies? Even though she was thicker and getting more compliments, she was unhealthy. She now feels better bending over to tie her shoes. She was a hamburger away from having a pudge stomach. But let me tell y'all something. This is why weird ninjas, we gotta shame them, because them the same ninjas that say, girl, I don't care about that stomach, because why? That thing back there.
Whoop-de-doo.
I like to see that whoop-de-doo. I don't care about no stomach because I'm gonna hit it anyway. Ladies, let me tell y'all something. That right there is the most shallow thing that you can think of. They don't care about your high blood pressure. All they care about is hitting some damn cheeks.
Whoop-de-doo.
And then you'll listen to the guy because you believe that that is the fountain of health, because you believe that you get attention. Let me tell you something. Just because you get attention doesn't mean you healthy.
If you don't shut your motherfucking face.
Just because you get attention does not mean that you are healthy. You can have high blood pressure and almost a hamburger away from a damn heart attack, but if you got a fat thing, if you got that big whoop-de-doo,
Whoop-de-doo.
they ain't gonna tell you to lose weight. They just gonna say, I'm about to hit it anyway. Let me tell y'all something about protection too. You want a guy to protect you like that, he gonna tell you the truth and say, listen, we want y'all to be in shape. We want you to be in shape. If I would have to choose between my lady having a fatty over a healthy internal system, be healthy internally, because I know that when you are healthy, you will naturally be fit for your body. Okay. You can always develop your physique of what you want. You can, I've seen ladies have no butt to go to growing a butt and still healthy because they tended to do the weights with the cardio, with the healthy eating. Ladies, you can be fit and still have that whoop-de-doo back there. I know it because I know ladies who have it. I know ladies who have it. So I don't want to hear anybody talk about, oh, well, you know, I got a little pudge, but shoot, you know, you going to take it anyway. There are some ninjas that's going to take it. It's some low-life ninjas that's going to take it. But guess what? Why would you let a low-life get in between and put yourself at risk because of some attention, because your butt big, but you are a step away from high blood pressure, hypertension, and almost a goddamn heart attack?
Whoop-de-doo.
Come on, man. Let's get to the video.
Whenever you have leggings that compress your waist, it appears like you are snatched and you are healthy, but what really stands the test of time is being able to feel confident naked.
And she gave y'all a real gem. It's a lot of ladies out here that's going to try to hide that stomach.
If you don't shut your motherfucking face.
You take them leggings off, that stomach going to stick out wide and all outside. The truth is, when you get naked, are you happy with yourself? Fellas, you can do this too. Fellas, you look at that big gut in your mirror, you like, God damn, I need to lose that weight. But guess what y'all fellas be doing? I heard now that fellas can put this little muscle shirt on and it compacts your stomach to where it don't make it look like you got a pudge. Bro, I don't want to hear and I don't want to see no grown man with no fake muscles on. That's a goddamn shame. And ladies, y'all know better too. You know if that stomach's sticking out, don't lose it. You know you need to eat properly. I'm calling both of them out because it happens on both sides. That's the truth. When you look at yourself naked, that right there is going to tell you everything you need to know. Everything that you need to know. Just because you thick don't mean you healthy. And I see all these little fake gurus online talking about some thick thighs saves lives. No. A healthy internal system is what saves your life. A healthy heart, a healthy colon, a healthy heart, healthy liver, healthy kidneys, that saves lives. Building muscle saves lives. You dig? That's what saves lives. Y'all not hearing her when she said that shit. That's why I say we need to break this down from a psychological perspective. Ladies, y'all are self-sabotaging yourself because just because you have a naturally big butt that you think that you good out here because you getting some attention. Let me tell you something. Attention doesn't mean you healthy at all. There's plenty of ladies who are thick that work out and are actually healthy because they have the blood work to prove it. Show me your blood work. That's what's going to tell me everything I need to know about it. You dig? Shout out to Brittany talking about some she better say it. No fake muscles. No, for real. It's fake muscles out here, Brittany. Real talk. That's the truth. Thick doesn't mean healthy. That's 100% facts. Shout out to Gang says, change the C to the S on chitlins, aka them shitlins. You hear me? I'll say it for you. Shout out to Gang says, most times ninjas just want to hit it and quit it, never to be seen by the chick again. Oh, hey, Gangs. Hey, there's some guy talk right here. And if you want to hit it and quit it, that just tells you right there that the lady ain't got no value but some cheeks anyway.
She just appears to be just a little
Ladies,
bit
take that to the
me.
bank because that's what it is. If they don't want nothing to do with you, that means there is nothing else valuable with it, and they don't want it. So you don't want to put yourself in a position where all you want is a hit it and quit it ninja because they're going to lie to get what they want. And if they going to keep you unhealthy, that's a telltale sign, ladies. Take notes. Shout out to Brown Body says, just left the gym and tuning in, my brother. Shout out to my dog Brown Body. Shout out to Gang says, I'm trying to look like Gil from Street Fighter. Third strike, my boy. Gil Resurrection. If my Street Fighters fans out there, y'all already know what time it is. You heard me? I've always said that I want to have that I want to look like the wrestler. What's that wrestler name? Oh my God. Oh, I forget that dude's name. I want to be ripped up. One of them is The Rock. I want to be ripped up like The Rock. Everybody got their legend. And on the game, I'll say, I don't even know a PlayStation character that had like a body that I was like, man, shit. It might have been from Street Fighter. Yeah. Or Jin from Tekken. Jin from Tekken. That's another one. That's another good one. I think that might have been my last video. Yep, that was my last video. Y'all, I appreciate y'all for joining in on the topic. You dig what I'm saying? This was a real good one. Please don't self-sabotage yourselves at all. Please do not self-sabotage yourselves. Make sure y'all start today. When you feel like quitting, that's your moment where you go to the gym any goddamn way. That's where the change happens. When you feel like you need to eat a donut, go get you an apple. That's where the change happens. The version of you that you want to become doesn't self-sabotage himself. If you're done getting in your own way, hit me in the DM on Instagram down below, Rise and Rise Academy. IG is King Alajuwan 21. No more self-sabotage. If you're really serious about leveling up, make sure you guys subscribe and make sure you guys share this out to at least 3 people. Make sure you guys hit the like button to make sure that we get right for the algorithm so we can push the message out there and we can expand the algorithm so that way we can do more great work in the community itself. I'm not here to comfort you. I'm here to change you. I'm here to change you. I appreciate y'all for joining in on the topic, man. When we're faced with an obstacle, you know what we do. We rise and we rise. Peace.
Fitness is more than just lifting weights. It's about crafting a lifestyle that balances strength, health, and happiness. At Rise and Rise Academy, we believe in fueling your workouts with our specially designed supplements, perfect for anyone looking to elevate their daily performance. Our community thrives on clean eating, staying energized, and finding joy in every step of the journey. It's not just about transforming your body. It's about reshaping your mindset and embracing a sustainable, empowering way of life. When obstacles arise, we don't back down.